as the Sephora sale marches on. We got about a week of it left on filming. By the time you're seeing this, probably only a few days of it left, really. I'm trying to do a Sephora sales series, a Sephora sale series, I should say, which is a new approach. What I've been doing is pointing out new items that are available at Sephora, but in the course of the videos, I'm also pointing out tried and true products that I'm using that you can grab at the Sephora sale. So it's kind of like new products plus favorites in practice that you can save on. And if you're watching this video after the sale, you know, these are still great products or I wouldn't be talking about them. So let me tell you some new ones that we're going to do today. We're going to look at a brand new product from SUPERGOOP. I have a history with this brand that I'll talk about. This is the Glowscreen Sunlighter Glow Protect Stick. I don't have it on yet. We're going to play with it in just a moment, and I'll tell you all about it. Another new product we're going to talk about is the now talc-free version of the Haus Power Sculpt Velvet Bronzer. I have both here, so we're going to look at them and compare them. And we're also going to talk about the Anastasia Beverly Hills brand new Smooth Blur Cream Contour Stick, which would seem like two bronzers, but contour and bronzers are different, and we'll talk about that and use it as well. On my face currently, I have some tried and true products available at Sephora. I've got the Makeup by Mario Brow Stick. I love this. He's got a few different brow products. This one's my favorite. It's like the Brow Blade. Super, super easy to use, and I will make sure that I have that where I can. All of these products will be up here in YouTube shopping where I can, and down below, I have, I figured I'd wear Ciele since we're wearing SUPERGOOP. And sometimes I think Ciele does a better job of this kind of sun protection. So I'm wearing their concealer, which I really like, and it has SPF. Prada Mascara is so good. The Prada Mascara is so good. And I paired that with our Prada Mahogany eyeliner, which I reviewed the other day and have been enjoying. So that's what I got on now, plus Queen Musia, but you can't get Queen Musia, but I'll link it below. The Queen Musia lip balm, which is really nice. Also new and new to me. Okay, we're going to do all of that here today with me, Rebecca. I'm a fashion and beauty editor who has worked for well over 20 years. It's more like over 25, but we don't need to age me anymore. In the trenches with some of the biggest names in fashion and beauty. I have followed them around. I have toured with them. I have watched them work. I have ghostwritten for them and written about them. And I have brought Not Fit for Print Beauty right here to YouTube, so you have a sort of digital beauty magazine that you can look through every day or so here on YouTube. So let's get started and talk about some of the newer products that I'm using today that you can pick up at the Sephora sale or after the Sephora sale even. So let's talk about SUPERGOOP and let's try this on. Like I said, this is the Glowscreen Sunlighter Glow and Protect Stick. It's an SPF 45, but it seems to be a combination from what I can see of physical and chemical sunscreen or mineral and chemical sunscreen. It's $32 and comes in two shades. I got the shade Sunrise. I'm going to show you all of these swatched outside in the warm California sunshine. Don't worry, I didn't forget. This is really a good product for dry skin, which to me means it's going to make me look a little bit oily. And I've had some trouble with SUPERGOOP products in the past that have made me break out. I do have a love-hate relationship, mostly hate lately, with SUPERGOOP. I keep trying them because when they've had winners, I have really enjoyed their products. But for the most part, lately, they've let me down. And as I said, I've been opting more for brands like Ciele, which I think do a little bit of a better job of combining sunscreen and makeup. I'm not trying to throw shade at SUPERGOOP because they've been the queen of the scene for so long. And every time they have a new product, I do try it. And I get excited. So they said you can use this after your skincare, just on bare skin, or after makeup. It is a bit of a highlighter, so you can use it just to highlight, or you can use it all over the face. What I have on right now is just the Ciele. All I have is the Ciele. I don't have any foundation. So the Ciele is kind of covering some problem areas. And I thought maybe we would give this a try. This is the Merit #1 brush. I love the Merit #1 brush. I really suggest that you take a look at it. Also, I use it in so many videos, you guys, and this is also on the Sephora sale, so I'll make sure I link that. Let's just put this on everywhere and see. Well, we'll do one side of the face first. I'm wondering if it will make everything, I mean, you can use this just as a targeted highlighter, but you know, if you want to really use it for sunscreen. I'm not saying this will be, by the way, I'm not trying to dislike this. I know I just spent a good 2 minutes talking about how I don't like Supergoop lately. That doesn't mean that I won't enjoy something they make. Well, this is kind of nice. Okay, so this side has only concealer, matte concealer. Now this side has this stick on it. What do you think? Is it too glowy? Or is it just like a little bit of luminosity? I'm piling it on now. No, I'm not trying to make it fail. Please do not get all accusatory. I'm really not. I'd like for it to be a nice product, especially with, I'm trying to put this video out before the sale ends so you can, you know, grab a hold of it on sale if you want to try it. And SPF 45 is nice. Plus, I just put a very good deal of it, a good amount of it on. The problem generally with SPF products is you're never going to put enough on. Like the SPF, you guys know this, right? With SPF foundation, I mean, you would have to, you know, so much foundation, like that old TikTok influencer who was known for putting on just like handfuls of foundation, Meredith, whatever. I actually am putting a good amount of this on, including even under the eye. I can even put it on over the eye and give a little bit of glow to the eye. Why not? Didn't say you couldn't. The last product I tried from Supergoop, I did this forever because I broke out and the breakout left a scar. I mean, it was awful. So hopefully we won't have that here. I didn't know till the next day though, so I won't be able to tell you that yet, guys. What do you think? All right, let me speed this up so you're not too bored, and I'll do the other side, okay? I'll try to put just as much on, and then we'll continue on. This is the lighter of the two shades, okay. All right, not hating this product at all. See, I told you I'd give it a fair shake. Not hating this problem at all. I used the Merit brush because I love the Merit brush. Any chance to use the Merit #1, I will pick that up. But I got to tell you, my inclination as I was putting it on is to actually use my hands. Like this is in stick form, but it feels like it should have been in a, I don't mind that it's in stick form, it's convenient, but it kind of has the feel of something that would come out of a squeezy, you know, like either a squeezy bottle or a little squirty squirt. It's nice. I would think that you would want to powder it. It definitely feels like I put like a shiny lotion on. I don't hate it by any means. I think it's actually very pretty and gives a nice glow, and I love the sun protection. So I'm not mad at it for that. But it is a little bit, I mean, no, it's not too bad. It's a little bit balmy. It's not too bad, actually. That's not too bad. I think it's a good little product. How much is that? $32, and you can get it on sale now. I did. You can get it on sale for anywhere from 10 to 20% off if you're shopping the Sephora sale or sale in your neck of the woods. You don't have to necessarily have a Sephora, but that's kind of pretty. Supergoop, a nice product from Supergoop. I will not be editing. I'm filming ahead of time. I won't be editing until a day or two from now, so I'll let you know right here on the screen if this broke me out. You'll know, because if it did, I'll be complaining in every subsequent video. But anyway, just in case you're not following that closely, I'll put that right there. Okay, that's a pretty little product. I even put it on the eyelids, and it feels nice. Good sun protection, just with some Ciele Concealer or whatever concealer you like underneath. Not bad. Okay, let's talk about Haus and ABH. So we have a bronzer here and we have a contour. The first thing I want to do is show you these in the warm California sunshine, because a bronzer, and I've said this so many times, so I'm really sorry to repeat myself, but if you're new here, bronzers are warm, they warm up the face, they add a little bit of sunshine. Contour, however, is to make certain areas of the face kind of recede. It's how you carve out, you know, that kind of a look. I'm not good at it. I don't really take the time to do it because I'm a bit lazy. And though I know a lot about the beauty industry, I'm not a makeup artist. I don't even pretend to be. So, you know, I don't usually contour my face, and sometimes I use contour as bronzer, like around the perimeter of the face, like a bronzing, they would call it, effect. But really they are two different things. So a contour is a little bit more gray, a little bit cooler, matte, so that areas of the face can recede. You can carve out areas. And a bronzer is warmer, sunshiny, warms up the face. You know, but like I said, so many of us tend to bronzer, which is like a combo of the two. But I'm going to try to do both today because why not? Right? Why not? Let's look at them outside before we talk about them individually, okay? Here's outside in the warm California sunshine, very warm. We have the SUPERGOOP product on my arm. I don't know if you can see it in the shade Sunrise. Next to it is the Power Sculpt Velvet Bronzer from Haus Labs, which you've seen before, but this one has no talc. And then the Anastasia Beverly Hills Smooth Blur Cream Contour Stick. That's in the shade Shadow. And you can see, I mean, look at that right away. Forget the SUPERGOOP product for a moment. Look at how the Haus Labs is so much warmer than the Anastasia, because the Anastasia is indeed a contour and the Haus Labs is indeed a bronzer. And if you're using them correctly, you would use both, okay? And if you used one as a contour, you would use both because that means you're into multi-step makeup. I tend to bronzer because I'm just like, let's go, let's move it along here. That doesn't mean I'm right. Okay. So let's do Anastasia first, and then I want to talk about Haus, okay? Because Haus, we have a reformulation. So Anastasia Beverly Hills, this is getting rave reviews. I can't help but see them. This is the Smooth Blur Cream Contour Stick. It's $32. Comes in 4 shades, but I got the shade Shadow. You saw it outside a minute ago, and it is definitely a matte, grayish kind of shadow type of color, and you can choose your shade accordingly. I mean, if you really are into contour, you will contour based on, you know, how deep you want it to set. If you're a makeup artist looking for your kit, you know, looking through your kit, you're going to maybe use, some people to use more than one shade of bronzer. That's way beyond my ability and frankly my interest level, but so I just picked up one. But this is like a gel like kind of lightweight dewy second skin feel, and just like I mentioned with the SUPERGOOP, if you have an oilier skin variety, you are going to want to powder this. They really like it for drier or normal skin. So I have 2 products here in this video that if you have oilier skin, you're probably going to be like, no, you know, so I don't know. All right, well, let's go ahead. I don't contour, and you don't have to give me tips down below. I'll be really polite if you do, but I don't contour. So I'll be like, oh, great, thanks, and then I won't do anything with it. So you're supposed to, so Charlotte Tilbury says you'd like go, what did she say? Follow the hollow? I never did. Let's do it here. Okay, I want to go there. I want to kind of go there. Again, resist the urge to give me tips because I won't actually do it. Okay, and then here and here. What are you supposed to do? The nose? I have a thin, long nose anyway. I don't need to. But sometimes it looks better. Don't laugh at me. I'm trying to be a good sport. Come on, people. All right, let's make sure I don't go to this way. I know. People are not going to be able to resist giving me the your way. I know. I've seen the pros do it. See, it looks kind of warm when you blend it out, doesn't it? Does my nose look better contoured? I don't think it does. We're going to bronze, so don't worry. Actually, gosh, that's pretty. It blends like a dream. This is the Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzing brush. I looked, that one isn't on, I'm still going to link it below, and I'll link it up here. This one is not on Sephora, I don't think. It's a great cream bronzing brush. It gave me, you know, it's funny. It's definitely a contour shade. It's definitely kind of receding. What if I did this? Let's take this brush. Let's put this, I got hooded eyes. So let's put it in here, and that should make, oh, that's pretty. Oh, I like that. That should make that lid kind of recede, please. So I have hooded eyes genetically. Some people have hooded eyes from age, but mine have always been this way. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, that's nice. And I've heard only good things. And actually, I mean, you know, I would normally use it to bronzer. I would normally go here and here. I was trying to be like sportswoman-like and, you know, do it the right way. I know I didn't necessarily. Okay, so let's talk about Haus Labs. So everybody's reformulating now because we have decided that our main enemy is talc. And so Haus Labs has reformulated their Power Sculpt Velvet Bronzer to not contain talc. I happen to have both here, but the shade choices are a little different. So this is our Terra in light medium. This comes in 8 shades though. Here is my original, which was in shade 4, I think it is. Let me see. Yeah, light shade 4. Original with talc. Ah! And then our Terra without talc. I'm not trying to make fun. Some of you take talc or the dislike of talc very seriously. So I would be very serious. This doesn't have any talc. Okay. So let me feel them. Okay, here it is without talc. Very serious. Very serious. People are going to be so mad at me. Don't care. And see, that's definitely a bronzer look. Okay. And then this one has talc. God, I should wear a mask. Actually, the one without talc feels really nice. Do you know what it feels like? And Makeup Craze was telling me this. She thinks it kind of reminds her of the Polite Society bronzer. This new Haus without talc. I can see that, yeah. It has a really nice finish. I might like it better than the one with talc. I'm so used to, was it Givenchy who redid some of their powders? Yeah, without talc. And we were like, what is that? That's not something I want on my face. But this seems like it's really nice. Like it's really smooth and almost creamy. Like if I closed my eyes, I would think it was a cream. I would. And the original I would think was a powder. Probably because it had talc, which is such a powdery product. All right, so let's go ahead and try this. We'll do it one side first, okay? I do have the Anastasia on. Let me blend. You're always going to see this now because you saw me before. So you're going to see this like a big stripe of brown. When I even it out, you won't see it as much. Now, to me, this is like a lot of a lot of bronze on me. I wouldn't normally wear both. I'm just kind of, like I said, trying to be a good sport here. But I do look sunshiny. Does it look like I have a beard? You got to be careful of that. If you warm the side of your face, you know. I don't want to be like. It's kind of nice, and I got to tell you, kind of liking the SUPERGOOP product. This is why we keep it up in mind. Okay, so contour and bronze, though not very efficiently, but, you know, in my own inimitable way. I mean, I do kind of feel put together. Okay, this other side now. And I'm just trying to warm the face up, just the perimeter of the face. Yes, I normally wouldn't use both of these. I'm going to go on the lids a little bit because it's looking a little. I have to tell you, using that SUPERGOOP as a base has made my face feel really nice. Do I look like I've been under a tanning bed too long? For my mirror here, it looks fine, but I'll see if I'm embarrassed or not upon editing. Sometimes you get my camera's kind of far away. I like it. Okay, so in closing, a lot of products I really like that I do recommend to you, including that Prada Mascara be one of my favorites. In terms of the Haus Labs, I am actually preferring this version of the bronzer over their original. Who knew? Who knew? And you can still pick it up at the sale and save some money because it's $38 if you don't save any money. The Anastasia Beverly Hills was a very smooth, pleasant, pretty experience. I would end up using it like a bronzer. Don't call the makeup police on me, but it is indeed a contour. I don't mind that I used it for contour. I was complaining that my nose didn't need a contour. I actually do think it looks better. See what happens when you keep an open mind. It's good stuff. So that's lovely. Anastasia Beverly Hills has been working quietly to make really nice products. I mean, they came out of this like Norvina stage where they were just doing all that like crazy Norvina palettes, and all of us went, all right, thanks anyway. And they've really kind of gone back to basics, and they're making some really nice products, to be honest with you. And when I kept an open mind to SUPERGOOP, I am quite happy. This is pretty, and it made the products really slide over it. My skin feels really soft and moisturized. It doesn't feel sticky or tacky. So I'm not feeling like I need to rush for powder, but I rarely do. If you're someone who must have face completely powdered and completely dry feeling at all times, you might want to powder this. But I don't see it as that bad. Yeah, I'm really pleased with this. So thumbs up to all that. Look towards picking some of that up if you can in the sale, or if you're after the sale. Still nice products. Doesn't make them any unnice. And those will be down below or up here in YouTube shopping, wherever you want. I'll try to make those all Sephora links for you too, so that that's easier to grab if you're watching during the sale or beyond the sale. Hey, let me know what you think. It isn't just about what I say. It's about what you think as well. And I'd be curious. Make sure that you like and subscribe, of course, and share with a friend, all of that good stuff. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the next video. Bye-bye.